Figured I better get your sunrise this morning. I got that thing turned around. It's a short run, but I'm going to set it slow, which will hopefully, by the time I get the little traveler moved and going, we'll give the little traveler time to get in. And yeah, he better not knock that pipe loose. He was down here right where I'm at, and he was nice enough to be very, very gentle crossing it. Didn't touch it. So far, other than that corner where that calf is standing, the elbow was unhooked on this side, and the other side was loose, which that's inherent, because the elbows will always point up, the corner will. So when the pressure's off, they drop, and that changes where the T is hooked. But the hook end was unhooked completely. It wasn't pulled out, but the hook wasn't there. It wasn't hooked, so I had to hook it. And so far, we're looking really good. And now the one thing I really got to hope is that maybe there's enough water left up above. I can open a valve and prime the pump, because that hole in the suction line is screwing me. Or I just start the little pump and prime it. It just takes a couple minutes, so I get that done and get some water flying. I knew that corner was going to be a pain, because, you know, there's Dancer and her calf's on the other side eating off her right now. That was Dancer's calf that was standing there, and he bumped it on his way by and unhooked it. But it's running, because you can see our leak over there now. Oh wait, and the sprinkler's throwing water. Perfect. And the orb. Yeah, it's not hiding behind the other trees now, just this one. It's already icky out. It is humid today. It actually took like an extra hour before it was very light out, because there was some clouds hiding the sun anyway. And Becky looked on Google last night. She likes to watch, it's Coin 6 News, their weather. I don't know why she likes to check it so much on there. They keep coming up with these weird things, like, you know, if it's going to rain or it might rain, oh, there's a 3% chance of rain, or it might be a 13% chance of rain. Well, apparently in a couple of days we have a 23% chance of rain. What'll happen to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, like everybody else does? I don't know. But they're saying, what, today and tomorrow are supposed to be like 98. And then Sunday and Monday are supposed to be 102 or 105. Well, hell, they were just saying Monday was supposed to be like in the 80s. I don't know. We'll see what we got. I'm just hoping we get something done today. We got to make little bales, and it's kind of a pain down there, because bottom ground and a couple low spots. The freaking canary grass is probably still wet. But the rest of it was probably burned up 2 or 3 days ago. Oh well. Yep, sitting all night, air in the system. It'll get it out. Sometimes it's really funny, because it'll sound like somebody's shooting off a pretty good sized gun, especially if it's in the right place and it echoes.
Dad's asking for forgiveness this morning. A little heifer. Her right eye there. We just caught her with this. I wish we would have set up a camera, and we just put some of this stuff in it. She ended up poking her eye, and she was not a very happy camper. She told him off. All Dad wanted to do was take off the halter, and she told him a what for. So now he's patiently asking for forgiveness, and she goes, "Fuck you, you caught me." I don't think she's forgiven you yet, Dad. Did you forgive us? Hey, do you forgive us?
That's gonna feel
so much better later.
At least she has her eye open now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but she definitely poked it.
Oh yeah. Well, and we couldn't see that dimple.
Gotta love it. Otherwise, your part breaks up. I have to hold that button. Well, she cleans out underneath the first table. The one thing I hate about this one, it just builds up and it can't get out. That keeps it from tripping on its own. Gets between the frame and the table and totally screws shit up. The old 1048 wasn't near as bad. This one will actually get to where you can't shift gears because the shift linkage goes through inside the frame. Oh, now she's going to try to get it on the other side. I don't know how well this is going to work, but anyway, let's go. Well, she got most of it into the cart right off the bat, but that's a pretty decent sized cart. I mean, it says bigger than the little black trailers we got, and it's full. That's one thing I really hate about this machine. I mean, the electronics are nice because you only got one lever. All you do is play with this one. But say it packs underneath that damn thing. I don't want to listen to that. You probably haven't been able to hear anything I've been saying. It gets under here at the frame, which holds this up, which keeps it from tripping. And it gets underneath this and wedged down in the frame. And all the manual linkages, you can see in there or not, there's 5 or 6 rods all go through here. Shit packs on that, lifts this up. It gets it up, and that arm there pointing straight at us, that has to be all the way down, or when the bale hits this one to trip it, it won't trip. So it raises this just enough that it can't trip. Then I got to do it manually, and it doesn't get any better. I don't know if you could see when we started, but I mean, it packs clear out to here. This was all completely full. That's one drawback to this design. And the 1048, it wasn't made to block stack, so it was a totally different setup here. It didn't have the solid piece there or there, which helped. But this one, once it gets too bad, you go to shift gears and look like a piece of pipe right there. That's the shift link, and it has to have room to move. If it doesn't move, it can't go nowhere. So anyway, and of course I got a finger full of grease. Hey look, everything's here. Because we got to do corners, I got to get bales out of the way. So we're going to see what happens. We checked it when we brought the balewagon down, and top was fine. Bottom was a little tough. She just gave her the crank test there, and that would have been the bottom. Worst spot I've seen is around the corner up there where I started. And I don't know, she wanted 2 rows put together. About half of this, that's going to be just fine for her. The other half, she's going to wish she had a lower gear, I think. But, you know, that is what it is. It's something I just remembered. These windrows look a little wide for that baler, but it works. We're set for the big baler, which we put a little wider windrow out for it. And of course, where she tethered it, making corners here, part of these corners I put like 3 rows together, and oops, I missed that because I was going for a piece I missed that I couldn't get. She'll figure it out. Just make some fun in the corners later. So anyway, and I'm going to see if I can get her to get some video of the balewagon for everybody. Because I can't do it all from the seat. Can't show it working. And lovely thing today is we're not quite 80 degrees yet. At about 10:30. And we got 60% humidity at the same time. So I'm just dependent on the slight breeze that there is, and the fact that the sun's hitting this. And she'll know when the third bale hits the ground. She'll get out and check. I think She just found out she needed a blower here. I can stick it out and check moisture, and then we'll know if she's going to wait for a little bit or not. Well, as you can tell, I've made a few rounds. If she hasn't, yeah, one of those tough spots. The disadvantage to the feed on those little balers, the augers that feed it to the center on the pickup. Her right one wrapped up, and she just got done digging it out. It usually only happens if it's a little tough, but I think once she gets away from there, she might skip in a few rounds. I think the rest of this is good to go. But she's moving again, ever so slowly for a little bit. I know, way too long of a video today. I mean, no, we're already at 10 minutes, right? I told her that is one thing. I mean, a lot of guys used to build hydro internationals. Used to be a few guys around with those, and they absolutely loved those for baling. They didn't like them for anything else. Well, baling or running a bush hog or whatever, they liked them for that. But anything else, man, anybody you talk to around here, they wouldn't have one for any other purpose. And I can see that'd be nice. Anyway, she's still going. That's a good sign. Still creeping. I hate having to clutch it, but hell, even with the old 4010, we used to do a lot of clutching. Anyway, we'll bring you back for something. Hey, guess what? She's following me over here. She got half a round done there. It's okay for moisture, 15, 17% over there, but the stuff here on this high part in this field, I don't know if anybody remembers last year when we were here. It was a freaking fiasco. She should have quit baling. It was too dry. And at 3 to 6%, this stuff will not make a decent bale. And it was not fun handling that crap all winter either. So I'm splitting it because that may still be a little damp underneath. I mean, it needs to get raked up to dry, but that's mostly fennel grass and some fescue. But this is just, yeah, it's good feed, it's good hay. I mean, as far as making hay from it, it's a pain in the ass. Bales look good, nice color to them. But this, she's running, what'd she say, 8 to 11%. That's what she just checked. So do this while it's actually got some moisture to it, rather than waiting and let that up there dry a little more now that it's turned up. She gets done here, she'll go back over there and work on that. I'll get that done. Well, I'll probably have to pick some bales up. I'm not going to screw around splitting it. I'm just going to follow windrows back and forth, turn around in the open and go back. But she will get to play with that anyway. And I'm going to talk to the landowner about taking that tree out. It's dead anyway. All it is a bunch of friggin' blackberries and shit around it. And he's pretty good about that. He wants to make it as easy for us as he can. And, you know, I'm good with that. He's got him a stump grinder for the front of his Bobcat. So realistically, that's probably been good long enough. He could probably just push the damn thing over and fill the hole in. That's what I'd do. And the way this worked out, the hole over here, see the spot that ain't cut, that happens to be the break where good grass and bad grass is. Well, good grass and better grass. This hump, when we first started farming this place, the people that had it raised Christmas trees. And this part was still in Christmas trees. So that's why there's a lot of trees over there on the other side of their barn and their house. Well, I better wake up. I'm going to start missing pieces. Spend too much time looking the other way and chatting, right?
I was told I had to get a little video for you guys on how this works. He is going to skip around because obviously we had a little issue, changed balls, and the knot did not want to work. Yeah, I think that banana one I'm gonna break because you just asked. Because I'm gonna run the double rakes through the broken ones, get them broke up enough. He had a little issue. I was gonna start videoing, and one of the bales was flipped flat. And normally he can flip them easy, but this stuff's just so slick. Like, I slid and I bumped one bale, but we'll get you guys more.
It's been a long day for that little bit. 4 stacks plus 15 bales. But it's done. Baler's backed in down there below the blue truck. Bale wagon's back around back. And Becky and Ty just went down to get the rakes. And I'm done. It's 100 freaking degrees. This is bullshit. And bale wagon AC don't work, so you run with the door open. You don't dare open the freaking window or you get a face full every time you touch a bale. So, anyway, that's my story today. Still waiting for a clip that Ty got this morning. Hopefully I get it. If I did get it, you'll see it. Otherwise, maybe it'll be in tomorrow's video. And, yeah, you should have already seen what she got of the bale wagon running. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. If you got the heat, stay cool. If you got the rain, well, send me some. I don't care if I got hay on the ground in a windrow. Hadn't been touched yet, so let it rain if it's going to, but it ain't going to. I have faith in that, right? Anyway, hope you all had a good day and have a good Friday.